Natalie Mordotsiva's post-breakup spiral. Life after Josh Weinstein on 90 Day, The Last Resort. Natalie Mordotsiva's emotional journey on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 has come to a screeching halt after her split with Josh Weinstein. Once known for her tearful confessions, her dreams of motherhood, and her turbulent marriage to Mike Youngquist, Natalie is now facing the reality of losing yet another romantic connection, this time with someone who might never have been fully committed to her to begin with. Her split with Josh, although not entirely shocking, seems to mark a turning point in her reality TV arc, and maybe even her personal life. Natalie's tumultuous romance with Josh comes to an end. After leaving her husband Mike in 2020, Natalie tried to rebuild her life in the United States. She moved on with Josh Weinstein, a modeling agency CEO who appeared to offer her the professional guidance and companionship she craved. However, what started off as a possible love story quickly unraveled into something more ambiguous, a situationship that blurred the lines between romance and convenience. Despite seeking therapy during their time on The Last Resort, Natalie and Josh were unable to mend their fractured relationship. During the tell-all, Josh revealed that he had moved on and was now dating Jen Potthast, yes, Elizabeth Potthast's sister and a fellow 90 Day Fiancé cast member. Though Josh stated the relationship was still new, the revelation delivered a clear message. His chapter with Natalie was officially closed. For Natalie, this breakup was more than just a failed romance. It was potentially the end of her presence in the 90 Day Fiancé universe as well. A reality TV exit? What the split means for Natalie's future on screen. Natalie's reality TV career began in 2019 with 90 Day Fiancé Season 7, when she was introduced as Mike Youngquist's fiancé from Ukraine. At the time, she appeared excited to start a new life in America and hoped to pursue her longtime dream of working in the entertainment industry. While Hollywood fame may still be out of reach, Natalie became one of the franchise's most recognizable faces, later appearing in Happily Ever After, The Single Life, and The Last Resort. But now that she's single again, and with many fans questioning her motives and behavior, her future in the franchise is uncertain. Producers often look for fresh dynamics and storylines, and Natalie's recurring arc of heartbreak and emotional conflict may feel repetitive to longtime viewers. Unless she reinvents herself or finds a new romantic partner, Natalie might not be invited back for future seasons. Dependence or partnership. Natalie's complex dynamic with Josh. Throughout her relationship with Josh, Natalie often portrayed herself as a woman searching for true love and stability. But beneath the surface, her connection with Josh may have been rooted in something less romantic, financial dependence. Josh, a successful businessman, appeared to be a major source of support for Natalie. She relied on him not only for companionship, but also for help navigating her career in the U.S. As someone without consistent income or a strong professional network, Natalie leaned on Josh for opportunities and financial stability. While she may have hoped the relationship would evolve into a long-term commitment, her reliance on him may have created a power imbalance. It's possible Natalie struggled to let go of Josh not just because of love, but because of everything he represented: stability, access, and hope for a future in America. Now that he's moved on, she faces the challenge of carving out an independent path for herself once again. Friction among friends. Natalie's on-screen conflicts. If Natalie hoped to lean on her co-stars for support during The Last Resort, she miscalculated. Rather than bonding with the other cast members, she clashed with them, most notably with Sophie Sierra and Julia Trubkina. When Natalie learned that Sophie had received a DM from Josh, she reacted with jealousy and frustration. Instead of confronting Josh or handling the situation diplomatically, she lashed out at Sophie, questioning her looks and making cutting remarks. The incident, which played out on screen, painted Natalie as defensive and insecure. Later, Natalie asked Julia if she was pregnant, referencing a change in her appearance. Though framed as concern, her question came off as insensitive. These moments alienated her from the group and reinforced the perception that Natalie struggles to form genuine connections with other women. What could have been an opportunity for healing and camaraderie turned into a missed chance to grow. Natalie's tendency to isolate herself and jump to conclusions has, time and again, made it difficult for her to maintain friendships, even with those who might otherwise empathize with her journey. Her baby dream on hold, or officially over. One of Natalie's defining goals has always been to become a mother. She left her husband in Ukraine after 8 years because he didn't want children, and she repeatedly asked Mike, and later Josh, to consider starting a family. However, both men declined. Mike didn't feel ready for the financial and emotional responsibility of fatherhood, and Josh, already a father of 2, made it clear he wasn't interested in having more children. Despite knowing Josh's stance early on, Natalie continued to push the issue, hoping he would change his mind. Now, with that relationship over, Natalie appears to have taken a different route, choosing to focus on her physical appearance rather than her maternal aspirations. Recently, Natalie underwent a tummy tuck procedure, which she has proudly shared on social media. It seems she's embracing a new version of herself, one that prioritizes fitness and self-image over motherhood, at least for now. Her dream of having a child doesn't appear to be completely gone, but it may be on indefinite hold. Natalie has expressed in the past that she wanted to conceive naturally and only with someone she deeply loved. Without a partner and with age no longer on her side, this dream may prove increasingly difficult to achieve. Is there any way back to Mike? In the past, whenever things with Josh went south, Natalie would circle back to Mike. She even visited him and asked if he would consider having a baby with her, despite their tumultuous past and his new relationship. But Mike has moved on. He's been with his girlfriend, Sarah Rose, for over 2 years, and their relationship seems stable and happy. Public sightings and social media posts show them enjoying each other's company, signaling that Mike is no longer interested in revisiting the chaos of his marriage with Natalie. Though Natalie and Mike may still be legally married, the emotional connection between them appears severed. Any hopes of reconciliation are now purely theoretical and increasingly unrealistic. Natalie's next chapter, what comes after the last resort? With her romantic relationships in shambles, her friendships strained, and her TV future uncertain, Natalie is facing one of the biggest crossroads of her life. Her options moving forward are limited but not non-existent. She could choose to stay in the US and focus on building a career in social media, modeling, or lifestyle influencing. She has a recognizable name and a loyal fan base, even if it's a polarizing one. Alternatively, she might consider returning to Ukraine or exploring other opportunities outside of reality TV. What Natalie needs most now is time to reflect, to grow, and to reassess what she truly wants. Whether it's love, motherhood, fame, or personal peace, she'll need to break free from old patterns and learn how to rely on herself rather than a partner to fulfill her dreams. Final thoughts. Natalie Mordautseva's journey has been anything but linear. From her start as Mike's fiancé to her roller coaster relationship with Josh, she's endured heartbreak, personal setbacks, and public scrutiny. Her split from Josh might feel like the final blow, but it could also be the wake-up call she needs to finally take charge of her own life. If Natalie wants to find lasting happiness, on or off screen, she'll need to stop chasing fantasy and start building a new reality, one where she is the main character in control of her future.